On the banks of Lake Washington, it's Husky Stadium. Just about halfway through the season, and things are starting to take shape here in our coverage of EA Sports College Football. It's the Iowa Hawkeyes and the Washington Huskies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, checking in with Iowa's head coach before the game. This is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach said it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. Focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
Honestly, my life has been. That's good to hear. Thank you for this advice.
Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Hawkeyes offense will start this game off with the football. And here are the starters on the offensive front, and you won't find one much better in the country.
And having that unit in front, man, that big offensive line that you can trust is so important when you're trying to bring along a freshman throughout a football season. Like, there's going to be mistakes. He doesn't know what he doesn't know yet. But, Palmer, you want to settle him down? You want to give the best version of him to this football team? Protect him.
Turning it on! Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. And the Hawkeyes want to pick up the tempo.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature.
Rigs a tackle, and he's got room. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
Yeah, and that's not the start you wanted if you're on this defense. Like, you lost last week, looking to bounce back. One thing you can't do, man, give up explosive plays on the ground. This defense has to hunker in, dial in a little bit.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. You talk about an offense finding its rhythm early.
So nice to find the end zone early, get that confidence going. The defense is showing exactly what you'd expect them to do. Offense taking advantage. Great start for the offense.
They make fun of kickers saying they don't have to worry about contact. They do in situations like that. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. So the Washington Huskies offense will now get its first chance with the football. And here comes Devon Williams. He's trying to bounce back from a 4-interception game in their last loss. From the gun, the ground game. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. It has been a rocky ride through Big Ten play so far, and they're running out of time to turn it around.
And sometimes the Big Ten will do that to you, right? It's a competitive conference. There's a lot of competitive environments that you have to step into, and they haven't been great this season, let's be honest. But, Jesse, I'm more interested to see how they finish off the last part of this season, because it's one thing to have expectations and to get down. It's another thing to quit.
Yeah, you just want to see how resilient they are too, David, because the coach, he's been saying the right things after taking all these losses at the podium after games. We've got guys hurt. We've got young players. We're inexperienced. We're learning how to win. But, you know, you're running out of time for excuses. You've now got to turn the page. You've got to show up. You've got to
I left my commissioner job over some bullshit.
That's a third down the offense simply had to have there. You're obviously trailing early in this game. You're trying to generate some momentum. So third down, defense is playing zone. You just got to find the soft spot in coverage, make it easy on your quarterback. Those two guys able to link up.
They'll give it to Washington. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you can just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have that.
And the Huskies are marching down the field. Quarterback making checks. Some misdirection with the counter. Finding some room. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at 33. The Huskies love these backs that can churn up yardage like a Corey Dillon and Napoleon
He's a real
Kaufman used
person.
to do.
Yeah, just guys that you can depend on, guys you can hand it to and know you're going to get really, really good production. Then what does that do? It opens up the whole offense, gets everybody jacked up in the Pacific Northwest.
He's like, you know, but damn, he sure sounds like what.
They'll try the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Nice grab in traffic. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Now facing a 3rd and long. Throwing, Williams. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. And they'll close in on for a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. The Hawkeyes headed quickly to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. That holding call threw him in reverse. Now it's 2nd and long. They'll give it to Malton. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul,
He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. And the offense says thank you very much for the bonus yardage, and it'll be 1st down after the personal foul penalty. Here's the pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting in as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Defense has to stay out of that neutral zone. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun with Kamari Malton. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul, face mask,
So the officials spy that face mask penalty, and the offense gets a 1st down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty.
You do it, man.
Give running right, it's Walton. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
The give to the back. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. And the Hawkeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, here's Walton. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs.
And I think this is going to be a focal point moving forward, man. Like stopping the run game. Like they continue to have success and have success now on this 3rd down. They've got to find a way to maybe commit more bodies, be more physical at the point of attack, and take away some of this rushing game.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. And to get rid of it quickly.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Tight end now in motion. 3rd down play from the gun. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. And now the lead is even bigger.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Will be forced to boot it away.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet here in the first quarter.
They'll give it to Malton. Breaks the tackle. And runs through another guy. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! He shed tackles right and left and housed it. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped.